Welcome back, students. So now I'm going to continue with my discussion of Tempest. We are going to continue from where I left off. So at last, in the last video, we got to know how he's talking about the fact that how he's going to वो क्या करने वाला है Prospero अपनी सारे spells ख़त्म करने वाला है. He's going to give up his role as a magician and वो अपने आप को present करने वाला है इन लोगों के सामने or he's going to present himself and he's going to take the title of the Duke of Milan and he's going to fit into that role. Also बच्चों प्लीज़ एक्सप्लेनेशन कंप्लीट होने तक वेट कर लेना बिकॉज उसके बाद मैं आपको इंपॉर्टेंट लाइंस मार्क करवाऊंगी, कीवर्ड्स मार्क करवाऊंगी, कौन से एरियाज है जो आपको फोकस करना है अपकमिंग एग्जामिनेशन के लिए, इन चीज़ों पे फोकस करूंगी. सो wait till the end of the video to get all of that information. I will discase me and myself present. So I will discase me, I will disrobe myself. मैं अपने आप को disrobe कर दूंगा और अपने आप को present करूंगा as I was sometime in Milan. जैसे मैं किसी ज़माने में मिलान में था, as I was sometime in Milan. Again hinting at what? क्या बच्चे किस बात को वो हिंट कर रहा है? वो हिंट कर रहा है जैसे मैं पहले अपना रोल था, माई रोल एज अ ड्यूक, मैं वो रोल में वापस चले जाऊंगा. आई एम गोइंग टू गो बैक टू दैट रोल एज आई वॉज समटाइम इन मिलान. तो मैं जैसे मिलान में था उसी तरीके से व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू, उसी तरीके से आई एम गोइंग टू जस्ट अ सेकेंड उसी तरीके से आई एम गोइंग टू डू व्हाट आई एम going to present myself, I am going to show myself. That is what I am going to do here. Okay, now सो बच्चे यहाँ पे इम्पॉर्टेंट हमारे लिए क्या है? यहाँ पे हमारे लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट है फॉर अस टू मार्क और टू नो इज एज आई वॉज समटाइम मिलान. ये हमारे लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट है. मिलान क्विकली स्प्रेड दाउ शेल्ट एयर लॉन्ग बी फ्री. कम स्प्रेड दाउ शेल्ट एयर बी नॉट बिफोर लॉन्ग. कुछ ही देर में तुम फ्री हो जाओगे, थोड़े ही देर में तुम फ्री हो जाओगे. Re-enter Ariel, who sings while helping to attire Prospero. So since he's a supernatural, delicate creature, he's singing a song for himself. He's singing a song which he enjoys. Where the bee sucks, there sucks I. Where the bee sucks, there sucks I. I suck what? I suck the flower nectar. मैं flower nectar suck करता हूँ. Hinting at his natural state, hinting at his supernatural state. In the cowslip's bell I lie, cowslip name of fly. In the cowslip bells I lie. There I couch when owls do cry. I hide where owls cry. On the bat's back I do fly. After summer merrily shall I live now under the blossom that hangs on the bough. So under the shade of flowers and the shade of the branches which hangs under the branches, जो branches के नीचे the trees flowers hang करती है वहाँ पे I live merrily. So he is also in a happy mood, merry mood because he is going to get set free in a couple of minutes. Why, that's my dainty, delicate, sweet Ariel. I shall miss thee. I will miss thee. I'll miss you, but yet thou shalt have freedom. But yes, you shall have freedom. So, said in thanks to the king's ship. Said in thanks to the kingship, but yet you shall have freedom. So said in thanks to the kingship, invisible as thou art. So you will have your freedom, but to the kingship, invisible as thou art, invisible as you are, be remain. There shall you find mariners asleep under the hatches. Hatches deck के नीचे, ship का ऊपर वाले part के नीचे, under the hatches. The master and the boatswain, वही master and boatswain जो हम लोग first act में curse कर रहा था, वही master and boatswain, being awake, enforce them to this place when they are awake, being awake, when they are जब वो उठ जाए, enforce them to this place, bring them by forcefully bring them to this place, and presently I pray thee, and immediately I pray to you, I say to you, immediately go and bring them. I drink the air before me and return, or air your pulse beat twice. So I drink the air before me, I fly very quickly, मैं झट से जाऊंगा, जल्दी से fly करूंगा, and return, or air before, or air means before your pulse beating twice, before आपका pulse twice beat करेगा, मैं उससे पहले आ जाऊंगा. All torment and he exits, वो चला जाता है. All torment, trouble, wonder, amazement inhabits here. सारी torment, सारा टॉर्चर, सारा ट्रबल, सारा वंडर, सारा सरप्राइज, सारा अमेजमेंट, सारा शॉक यहाँ पे इनहिबिट करता है इस आइलैंड में. कौन बोल रहा है? गोंजालो. सम हेवनली पावर गाइड्स अस आउट ऑफ दिस फियरफुल कंट्री. सो सम हेवनली पावर, आई होप सम गॉड विल हेल्प अस and will guide us, will take us out of this fearful country. Behold, Sir King, the wrong Duke of Milan, Prospero. Behold, Sir King, sir, behold, let's wait, pause for a minute. The wrong Duke of Milan, the Milan Duke who had been wrong, Prospero, for more assurance than a living prince, does now speak to thee. So for more assurance than a living prince is here to convince you more than that a living prince does now speak to thee. That a living prince is now speaking to thee. I embrace thy body. So behold, sir, the wrong Duke of Milan, Prospero, for more assurance that a living prince, for more to convince you further that now a living prince is going to speak to thee. I embrace thy body, and to thee and thy company I bid a hearty welcome. I give you a huge welcome, a warm welcome. Alonso, whether thou beest he or no, or some enchanted trifle to abuse me, as late I have been, I know not. Thy pulse beats as of flesh and blood, and since I saw thee, the affliction of my mood amends with which I fear, a madness that held me, this must cave, and if this be at all a most strange story, the dukedom I resign, and do entreat thou pardon me my wrong. But how should Prospero be living and be here? So how are you living? So how than a living prince? I am giving you more, I'm convincing you more than the living prince, that a living prince, you know what? Behold, Sir King, the wrong Duke of Milan, Prospero, for more assurance that a living prince does not speak to thee. I am there, I'm living, and I'm speaking to you. And what is Alonso saying? Whether thou beest he or no, whether you are him or not, or some enchanted, magical, trifle, insignificant, something not important, so magical, insignificant, magical thing which has been there to betray me, मुझको धोखा देने के लिए, मुझे betray, abuse मतलब यहाँ धोखा, deceive, betrayal. As late I have been, as late, lately मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ. I know not thy pulse beat, as I do not know what is the right. You and your pulse is beating as flesh and blood. You look like human, you're breathing like human, and since I saw thee, the affliction of my mind make amends. The disease of my mind, affliction of my mind, a disease which has affected my mind, make amends, gets better, with which I fear a madness. A madness is coming and holding me. This must crave, this must demand, and if this be at all a most strange story, there has to be, this demands an explanation, there has to be an explanation behind this, a most strange story. The dukedom I resign, and do entreat thou pardon me my wrong. I am resigning, if there's any real existence, and if I'm not, dreaming, I am resigning my dukedom, and please pardon me. But how should Prospero be living, and how should he be here? How is he alive? First, noble friend, let me embrace thine age, let me embrace you in your old age, whose honor cannot be measured. Neither your honor can be measured, nor it can be limited. Confined मतलब limited, बांध के नहीं रख सकते इसको. Whether this be or not, I'll not swear. I cannot tell for sure whether this be, surety के साथ नहीं बोल सकते whether this is there or not. You do yet taste some subtleties of the isle. Subtleties means illusion, hallucination, dhoka, chalawa. You do yet taste some subtleties of the isle that will not let you believe things certain, that will make you believe, that will make things unbelievable for you, that will make things unbelievable for you. Welcome my friend all, and aside to Sebastian Antonio अकेले में क्या बोल रहा है? But you, my brace of lords, were I so minded, I could hear, were I so minded, if my pair of lords, were I so minded, were I in the mind to take revenge, I here could pluck his highness's frown upon you. Pluck his highness's, I could put his highness's anger upon you, frown upon you, fierce look, anger upon you, and make you traitors, and make you people who are traitors, जो धोखा देने वाले. At this time, however, I will tell no tale. I'll tell him nothing. I'll not tell him any of the secrets. He referring to what? किस चीज़ के बारे में? वो प्लान के बारे में हिंट कर रहा है जो एंटोनियो सेबास्टियन ने बनाया था अलोंजो को मारने के लिए. The devil speaks in him. He knows what we do not know, what was just between us. No, for you, most wicked sir, whom to call brother would infect my mouth. No. For you most wicked sir, whom to call my brother, अगर मैं तुमको भाई भी बुलाऊंगा तभी मेरे माउथ में इन्फेक्टेड हो जाएगा. I do forgive thy rankest fault, thy most bad fault, worst fault. मोस्ट बैड सही वर्ड नहीं बचा. वर्स्ट फॉल्ट, मोस्ट टेरिबल फॉल्ट को मैं forgive करा, all of them, and require my dukedom of thee, and I want my dukedom back, which perforce I know thou must store, which perforce by force, no choice, you have to give it to me. If thou beest prospero, give us the particulars of thy preservation. How were you saved? How did you get saved? How thou hast met us here, who 3 hours since were wrecked upon this shore, just 3 hours before we came out upon this shore. How did you meet it? Where have I lost? Where I have lost, where I have lost, how the sharp the point of remembrance is. अब remember करें, we have lost, and then how sharp, how painful this remembrance is. ये memory, ये recollection कितना painful है कि मैंने क्या lose किया, मेरा dear son Ferdinand. Irreparable is the loss, and patience says it is past cure. I am woe for it, sir. I am woe for it. I am sorry for it. Irreparable. Irreparable बेटा जो repair नहीं हो सकता. Not repairable is the loss. And patience says it is past हो गया. Patience क्या बोल रही है? Usually हम लोग को जब pain होता है तो हम लोग को बोलते हैं कि सब्र करो. Just have patience. But here patience cure नहीं बन सकता. That's what Alonso is saying. I rather think you have not sought a help. But Prospero के मुझे लगता है कि आपने patience का help सही से मांगा नहीं है. Of whose soft grace, or of whose soft grace, kind favor आपने सही से मांगा नहीं है. For the like loss I have her sovereign aid, for the like loss I have had a similar loss. I have her sovereign aid, and I have had her help, her sovereign supreme help, and rest myself content, and have become satisfied. You the like loss, you yourself have lost something as great to me as lately, something great and supportable to make the dear loss. Have I means much weaker, as great to me as late and supportable to make the dear loss? Have I means much weaker than you may call to comfort you, for I have lost my daughter. So as of late, recently क्या हुआ? And as great to me as late and supportable to make the dear loss, to make up for the loss. That have I means much weaker, if I have means much weaker than you may call to comfort you. I am trying to comfort you, मैं आपको comfort करना चाह रहा हूँ. Maybe my means is much weaker. What I wish to say is that I have also lost my daughter. Oh heavens, that were both living in Naples. If they were both living, then they would have become king and queen. वो दोनों king and queen हो जाते. And that they were, I wish myself were murdered. And that they were, I wish myself were murdered. I myself were murdered in that oozy bed. Oozy bed means mud bed. sea के नीचे जो मिट्टी का bed है वहाँ. When did you lose your daughter? In this last tempest, I perceived these lords. In this last tempest I did. At this encounter, I perceive the Lord at this encounter. Do so much admire. Do feel a surprise that they devour the reason. Scarce think their eyes do office of truth. So they devour. They have swallowed the reason. उन्होंने अपने reason swallow कर दिया. And scarce think and not thinking properly. Barely think. थोड़ा ही think करे. Their eyes do offices of truth. Their eyes are serving them truly. Their words are natural breath. उनके words natural breath. Howsoever you have been jostled from your senses. Jostled, you have been shaken out, you have pushed out from your senses. Know for certain, I know at this moment you are in that haze state, you are feeling surprised, you have been taken out, your eyes do offices of truth, the eyes are serving them truly, and I know that you have been jostled from, you have been taken out from your senses. Know for certain that I am Prospero, and that very duke जिसको was taken out, thrust from Milan, was thrown out from Milan, who strangely upon this shore where you wrecked was landed. I came to be here, and I became a lord on it. No more yet of this, but I'll not tell you more of this, for it is chronicle of day by day, a story which have to be told day by day, not a relation for breakfast, not a story for breakfast, nor befitting the first meeting, not is it fitting for the first meeting. Welcome, sir. This sells my coat. Here I have few attendants and subjects, none abroad, no other subjects. Pray look in my dukedom. Since you have given me, I will requite you with a good thing. Pray look around, and since you have given me my dukedom, I will requite you. I'll show you a good thing. At least bring forth a wonder, a surprise and amazement, to content you as much as my dukedom. At last I'll bring about a miracle to please you as much as my dukedom has pleased me. We'll stop till here. In the next video we'll continue with further explanation. Now children, as promised, let me make you mark the important keywords. Okay, So as I was sometime in Milan, that is there. Then bacha, this wala, but you shall have your freedom to the kingship invisible there shall find. this इसको मार्क करके लिखो, लास्ट टास्क ऑफ एरियल, एरियल का लास्ट टास्क ये चीज है. देन at this encounter, bacha, I do so much. He's talking about the haziness, the blurredness of the state of mind, that they devour their reason and scarce think their office do, and rarely are they thinking that their office, their eyes are showing them the truth. The eyes are being true to them. They are not thinking that. They're thinking that everything is in a fuddled state, everything is in a hazy state, dimag disturbed here. So these are a couple of lines that stay. In the next video beta, we'll continue with the rest of the pages, and more or less in 1 or 2 more videos we are going to complete our Act 5, and with this we'll complete our Tempest.